Toward midnight celebrations here, folks, in Times Square. Might see snow.
Okay, WSJM Morning Show, the very last video live stream show for 2025.
And here we are.
Hey, happy New Year's Eve. I'm Ken Lundberg. Mike Weibel is right there. Hello.
Hello, Ken.
Good morning. We are rambunctious today. We've been beating up on the United States Postal Service because
they deserve it.
Well, I mean, they announced once again that they're slowing the mail down, or they're degrading service, and they're preparing to charge us more money for it.
Yeah, it just seems like a great business model. All right, we're going to provide service in a less efficient way. We're going to charge you more.
Yeah. So anyway, postal rates are going to go up. That's not a big news story. I mean, other than it once again is just more money that you're going to have to shell out to mail stuff. But the other thing that we were talking about this morning, the reason we're beating up on them is because the postmark. That's like if you need something to be mailed by a deadline, whether that's an election ballot,
right,
or your tax return, if you still have to mail those, because some people still have to mail theirs,
yes,
because the electronic thing doesn't work for them or whatever. Other stuff like that has to be postmarked by a certain date. Contest entries, postmarked by.
Rebates.
They now say that your postmark is going to be delayed potentially by several days because it has to go as part of their consolidation. It'll have to go to an automatic processing system, which might not be as close as it once was.
Isn't there a thing called a poor man's copyright?
Where you just kind of write something down, seal an envelope, and throw it in. Yeah.
Yeah, and then once it's postmarked,
I don't know if it works, but yeah.
Well, my understanding was, especially like with musicians, if they write a song, and they drop it in the mail and postmark it, basically that day, you can then say in court,
if for nothing else, it's a strong argument.
Else, right?
Yeah.
But now, if you're competing with somebody on an idea, and they happen to get into the thing 2 minutes before you do, and you don't get yours for 4 days, and they get it just seems to be a very inefficient way to move forward.
I know. John Lennon and I used to go through that all the time.
Really? Oh, John.
The number 9. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. So I don't know. Anyway, so we were beating up on the U.S. Postal Service, and we'll probably continue to do that. But again, and probably the last time I'll mention this on the video live stream in 2025, is my idea was to turn the Postal Service into the nation's internet service provider.
Which would have been a great idea.
I think it is a good idea. Because, and even today, it could still, I love your idea of doing the internet cafe.
Right.
Not just making them a network hub, but making them a cafe for people to stop in. And
if you didn't have a computer or your computer went down, you could go there and for free, you could.
Well, I don't know about the free part.
Well, everything's free. But.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, if the Postal Service had listened to me back when, and the reason I got that idea is because I read an article from Harvard Business Review. Because I thought I was fancy, and I was going through a lot of airports at the time, and I picked up one of those little pamphlets that said strategy or something like that. And part of it was, is remembering what business you're in. And it was using newspapers as the example. They forgot what business they were in. They were in the business of delivering information, and they thought they were in the business of putting ink on paper.
Oh, right.
And because they kept putting ink on paper, they missed out on the first wave of the internet revolution. And so I apply that same thinking to the United States Postal Service. They're in the business of delivering information. And yet email was right there, passing them by at light speed. What are you doing?
I am looking. I'm doing research.
He's over here on his phone as I'm talking to him, and he's
You're
just like,
editorializing.
Yeah,
I'm listening.
Yeah. Anyway, all right.
You always get so jealous when I'm looking at something else.
My New Year's resolution is not to be as jealous when Mike is not paying attention.
There you go. And I appreciate that.
7:04. We'll be back with more billion-dollar ideas.
We'll talk about little Kenny.
And little Kenny is here. I put him up on a pedestal. He's on a pedestal now.
Again. How iconic.
It's double. We'll be right back.
Little Kenny's on a pedestal.
People with any type of credit get up to $5,000, and cash can hit our bank account as soon as tomorrow.
When you need extra cash, go to 27cash.com. That's 27cash.com. 27cash.com.
WSJM News now. Team coverage from the WSJM newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
Happy New Year's Eve 2025. It's Wednesday, December 31st, 2025, 7:05 a.m. I'm Ken Lundberg. Mike Weibel is here with me. Little Kenny is here as well.
Little Kenny's here.
If you don't know who Little Kenny is, Lorraine, he is the Funko
Hello,
Pop.
Lorraine.
He's the Funko Pop that my boys got me for Christmas, and he is now. And I guess I didn't realize this until I just said it. I've put him on a pedestal. in front of Mike.
Yeah, exactly.
Is he auditioning for the show?
No, he's on the show.
Oh,
I'm his backup singer,
okay.
basically.
All right. So anyway, if you want to see that, it's on the video live stream. We've got more to talk about. We'll have local news in just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
We've got
on the Freudian slip. I put little Kenny on a pedestal.
Put him on a pedestal
in front of Mike.
We've got predictions for 20.
We got predictions.
We have predictions for 2026, assisted by artificial intelligence. So we'll be delivering those to you. I think you'll be surprised. These are pretty out there, including the wild ones that ChatGPT came back with. Forecast for today. The weather out there right now isn't so bad. We've got actually pretty warm conditions. We're supposed to get up to 35 degrees in St. Joe today.
Man, that's going to be awesome.
34 is the high predicted for Benton Harbor. Up in South Haven, they're going to get up to 33 degrees if the weather person is right. Currently 30 degrees in St. Joe, and it feels like 12. Mostly cloudy skies. We do have a 50% chance of snow today.
Mm-hmm.
And as they were going through the weather discussion, they're thinking we could set up for another good round of lake effect snow this afternoon.
Okay.
This afternoon and into this evening. So if you're planning on New Year's Eve party plans, put the extra sticky tires on. Don't imbibe or do any of that silly stuff. Just be careful and ready for slick conditions.
Right.
This evening. Okay.
So it is slick right now.
Yeah, it is.
Sure.
On your drive-in, it was slippery?
Yes.
Okay. I put my car in traction mode.
I actually put mine in four-wheel drive
Did you?
after I turned out onto Cleveland and I was fishtailing going up the little hill. I was like, oh, forget it. I'm just going to go four-wheel drive.
The Bavarian Motor Works vehicle did very well this morning with the traction.
And so did the F-150 at Siemens Ford.
God bless America. High of 30.
Marty Siemens.
We're probably going to get west to northwest winds today. Still 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting up to 30 miles per hour. It won't be as ferocious as it was earlier this week, but it's still going to cause some visibility issues where there's still a lot of that, open area and snow blowing around. So do be careful out there as you're driving around. Tomorrow's forecast, partly cloudy, a 30% chance of snow, high around 22. Friday, just partly cloudy, a high of 25. Saturday, partly cloudy and a high of 27 degrees. Okay, some of the news from the WSJM newsroom. A warning, a caution, an ask, don't use gunfire to celebrate the new year. That is the message from the Benton Harbor Department of Public Safety. Officials are warning residents, and this goes for all of you communities. Officials are warning residents about the dangers of celebratory gunfire during your New Year's Eve party, citing the risk of serious injury or even death from falling bullets. I got to tell you, there is a local business. I have met with the owner of this business.
Okay.
And this owner, I won't name who it is.
Okay.
But the owner of this business showed me a box. And in that box were a bunch of little projectiles, spent bullets that they had picked up out of their parking lot.
What?
Yeah, just from people doing celebratory gunfire into the air. And they come down and they have a pretty big parking lot. And
it's local.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's insane.
So it's a real thing. What comes up must come down. It's a whole gravity thing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
physics.
Officials say bullets fired into the air do eventually come down. When they do, they can strike unsuspecting victims. They say a bullet discharged skyward can travel as high as 2 miles and remain airborne for more than a minute. When it descends, it reaches speeds of 300 to 700 feet per second. I know there's some physics person out there who's going to challenge on that, but whatever. Officials note that only a velocity of 200 feet per second is enough to penetrate a human skull.
Wow.
So you do the math on that, and that is serious injury waiting to happen. Public officials stress firing a gun into the air is not harmless, and they urge residents to celebrate the new year without using firearms. Wouldn't that be a nice thing?
It would be. It would be very nice. But there should be some type of rule that if you're going to shoot a gun into the air, you should stand and look up for at least 5 minutes.
No.
It's called the Darwin effect.
Anyway, all right. So just don't do it. Also, did you know firing at water Also a huge problem as well because
Not a good idea.
The bullet does not go directly into the water. It has there's a likelihood it's going to skip like a rock.
I was actually camping in Florida one time with a couple other gentlemen.
Yeah.
And we were camping on
a couple other gentlemen? That would indicate that you were a gentleman.
Well,
sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right.
So we were on this pond, and I had gotten up, and I was on the other side of the pond fishing when all of a sudden I noticed the water started kind of splashing around me.
Oh, no.
No. And one of the guys was shooting a .22 rifle at trying to as a joke.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And skip it. And I'm like, well, what are you doing?
That's quite dangerous.
The guy was an ex-Marine. I mean, he should know better.
No.
Yeah.
No. All
I
right.
told him I was going to hurt him.
Best thing to do is follow Dad's rule. Don't point a gun and shoot it at anything unless you intend to hit it.
Right.
Yeah, and cause serious injury. Okay. State Representative Joey Andrews says 2025 was a strange... We're moving on to different news now.
Yeah.
State Representative Joey Andrews...
gunfire.
Yeah, exactly. 2025 was a strange and unusually slow year in Lansing. We noticed the same thing. Looking back, Andrews calls the legislature's failure to pass a budget on time was a major setback. He also notes the final spending plan did eventually include funding for roads and Medicaid. He says there were still some accomplishments in Lansing last year that he is proud of.
The bipartisan nuclear package, which I worked a lot on during my first term, and that Representative Wenzel, who chairs Energy this year, has been a big part of as well. We were able to get that through the House, sitting in the Senate now, and I think we're pretty optimistic about that getting a hearing in the new year. So I think that's a big win that really sets us up for success if we can get it passed.
Andrews points to legislation encouraging the development of small modular nuclear reactors in Michigan, aimed at attracting nuclear industry investment and workers. He also highlights legislation approved this year that ensures the continued operation of methane digesters. Methane digesters. I don't know what they are. I think they take the garbage that we, put in the landfills, and they use the gas, and they make energy from it.
I have a son that's lactose intolerant. He could use a methane digester.
It's smelly. It's a smelly process. Looking ahead, Andrews expects another slow year due to election year dynamics, but he says he has several priorities in mind.
The Democratic caucus is working on a big affordability package that is going to be, I think, sort of our marquee bill package going into next year, talking about bills on housing affordability, energy affordability, childcare, healthcare, things that the state can tackle.
Andrews says he plans to reintroduce legislation regulating short-term rentals in 2026. He's been working on that for a few years now. He expects Republicans to push property tax reform and says lawmakers should learn from what he calls 2025 a dysfunctional year. Warning, prolonged delays risk eroding public confidence in state government. He places much of the blame on the House Speaker, saying the Speaker achieved a goal of passing a record low number of bills in 2025.
Isn't that kind of a earmark of Michigan politics, is things don't get done very quickly?
Yeah, I think so. That and the roads.
Right.
Yeah.
The roads.
One more story. If the holidays have you tired of being cooped up indoors,
and they do,
you might think about what the region has to offer in terms of cross-country skiing.
Really?
This is why I was talking about that earlier.
I see where this is going.
In northern Michigan, Higgins Lake is home to cross-country ski headquarters, which features 6 trails, lessons, rental equipment, and a cafe. Founder Bob Fry says the sport has changed significantly. It changed, especially during the 1970s, and the equipment has evolved to be very, high quality, technical since then.
In the UP, they've been cross-country skiing for, 300 years, but they knew what they were doing. But for us trolls that live below the bridge, cross-country skiing really came to life once we figured out how to make a cross-country ski that didn't need wax.
Fry says cross-country skiing is easy to pick up once you try it. January 10th, right around the corner, is Winter Trails Day, when many ski areas offer free lessons. What? You don't want to try?
No, I'm listening.
Okay.
Free lessons.
You're going to try? More information available
You had me at free.
at mywintertrails.com. Skiing is also, cross-country skiing, also available close to home. We've got it at Madeline Bertrand County Park.
Oh.
And at Love Creek County Park in Berrien County.
I remember they were saying it. Maybe we reported that Love Creek had all their trails like manicured.
Yes.
And then it turned into like 50 degrees.
Yeah.
Ruined all that.
It did.
So I'm assuming we're back to manicured.
Yes, back to manicured. I hope. Plus, they have snowshoe rentals out there too.
Yeah. We talked about that.
Yeah. So
I
anyway,
love snowshoeing.
Snowshoeing is a lot of fun.
It is
a lot of fun. Okay, we've got more to talk about this hour. We'll start in on the AI assisted predictions for what we can expect in 2026. What else are we going to talk about? Were you doing research on stuff?
Yeah, of course. I have 25 silly New Year's resolutions.
25 silly New Year's resolutions. Yes. Okay. Well, so we'll talk about New Year's resolutions as well, the silly ones.
And they also say that if you did not do your 2025 New Year's resolutions,
you
still have a chance to just write over the 5 with the 6 and roll into next year.
Okay. Personal confession, I can't remember one New Year's resolution that I actually followed up on and kept.
The stat is 91% of New Year's resolutions are not accomplished throughout the
91%.
Yeah, that's the failure rate. 91%.
I'm going to guess that the rate of liars is about 9%. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. 716 WSJM Morning Show continues.
Sports.
All right. Good morning. Welcome to the video live stream. I'm Ken Lundberg. Mike Weibel here with me. Little Kenny as well. Hi, little Kenny.
Hi, Ken. How you doing?
Happy New Year's Eve to you.
Happy New Year to you.
What do you got in your hands there?
It's a microphone.
Yeah, that's
and
good.
Some coffee.
Oh, I thought it was a prescription pill bottle.
Well, your bottle is my coffee.
Your bottle is my coffee. Good morning. Thanks.
How do you like your coffee, Ken?
Yeah, right here.
I like my coffee black with a little sugar. You know what I mean?
Boy. All right. So we've settled on New Jersey accent, little Kenny.
I like it. I like Kenny's New Jersey.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. Yeah. If you've noticed, I wanted to make sure that Mike stayed in frame with the camera. So I've put little Kenny up on a pedestal.
Yeah, like this. This is how I do it.
That's how we started out. And Mike asked that we adjust it. So there it is.
Yeah. Went to my contract. It said I must have camera time.
Okay. So before we get into the 2025, 2026 resolutions and predictions, I did want to remember the stories about Snap this year.
No.
Snap.
Oh yeah, Snap.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm with you.
That's the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program.
Yep.
That went on pause because of the government shutdown.
Yep.
Well, new restrictions are about to go into effect as to what people who use SNAP benefits can purchase with SNAP benefits.
Makes sense.
Okay. And so millions of SNAP recipients about to face new limitations on what they can use with the federal assistance, including bans on soda, energy drinks, and candy.
Yeah.
Who knew that you could use SNAP benefits to buy those things? I don't want to be judgmental.
No.
But I mean, if you're thinking about empty calories, start with the soda and the candy.
Yeah,
and I don't know.
I would agree, but from what I understand, talking to people that use those services, that often people will sell their SNAP card to somebody for cash so they can go buy what they want.
Oh, okay, but still, the SNAP is then used for candy and soda,
right?
In some cases. Okay. Right. At least 18 states will implement changes to the federal Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program in the new year. That's according to the USDA. First up, in January, changes are coming in Indiana, Iowa, Nebraska, Utah, and West Virginia. The remaining 13 states will make changes later in the year. The agency, the USDA, said that they're empowering states with greater flexibility to manage their programs by restricting non-nutritious items like soda and candy. They say the waivers are a key step in ensuring that taxpayer dollars provide nutritious options that improve health outcomes within SNAP. And I know a lot of great organizations here in Berrien County, Van Buren County, Cass County are working to make those nutritious options available.
Oh, yeah.
And sure. buying from local agricultural producers, also known as farmers.
Right.
Buying from local farmers to make these things available. So I don't know. I mean, hard to argue here. The changes to the food assistance program. Let's see. Okay. Indiana. Yeah, one of the first ones. The soft drinks and sweetened beverages. So that will be out. In Iowa, the state changed its program from allowing assistance dollars to be used to buy any food or food product to items that are subject to a sales tax in a state. Oh, I don't know how that works.
No.
The new I see. The new restriction means SNAP benefits can no longer be used to buy candy, including gum and mints, sugary drinks, no more high C, no more trail mix.
Oh.
Because it includes chocolate or candy sometimes. And
it's got to be real food. Yeah, real food.
Well, wait a sec. Trail mix is real food.
Yeah.
That's high energy stuff.
It can be, but it has been watered down.
Corrupted.
Yeah.
Pirated and corrupted.
Right.
Okay. So Indiana, Governor Mike Braun says they'll stop SNAP users in that state from using program dollars on soft drinks and candies. Anything that's a preparation of sugar, honey, or other natural or artificial sweeteners in combination with chocolate, fruits, nuts, or other ingredients and flavorings in the form of bars, drops, or pieces. Bars, drops, or pieces. I don't know. I think, it's going to get a little bit dicey here. Why not extend it to high fructose corn syrup? Indiana.
Yeah.
Corn producer. Sorry.
Corn producer. You corn producer.
And changes in Nebraska mean SNAP recipients will not be able to use their SNAP dollars to buy energy drinks. I agree with that. Energy drinks are basically poison anymore.
Yeah, no, it's not a good thing.
Yeah, okay. That's just my opinion. All right, more in a moment, 7:21.
50% chance of snow, highs of around 30, winds gusting up to 30 miles per hour. Overnight, partly cloudy, 40% chance of snow, lows in the mid-teens, winds gusting up to 30 miles per hour. On Thursday, partly cloudy, 30% chance of snow, highs in the low 20s, winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. I'm WSBT 22's weather forecaster, Aaron May.
The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
I know I said this yesterday, but I think little Kenny should do the weather. Until we get Carrie Peugeot back.
Well, he would, but he can't reach the keyboard. Little Kenny.
Well, you know why he can?
Why?
Is because he had energy drinks and candy and stunted his growth.
Oh, he did. We're, by the way, good morning and welcome to the WSJM Morning Show once again. Mike Weibel over there. I'm Ken Lundberg.
Yep.
Little Kenny is here as well. He's the Funko Pop that I received as a Christmas gift from my boys, Stuart, Sawyer, and Samuel. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
And if you don't know what a Funko Pop is, it's like a bobblehead that doesn't bobble.
Yes, exactly. It's a bobblehead without the bobble.
Right.
All right. So on the morning show today, because it's New Year's Eve, we thought we would talk about resolutions and predictions. So resolutions, Mike has a whole thing about that. We'll talk about that in a few moments. But first off, predictions for 2026. I thought, okay, what did we talk about so much in 2025 that Mike got tired and bored of that? AI.
Oh.
Yeah, we talked about AI quite a bit.
We did.
Artificial intelligence.
Yep.
And so I thought, who better to put to the test about 2026 than AI. You've got so much information and knowledge at your fingertips. What does AI think is going to happen in 2026? And so it gave me some options of, do you want reality or do you want like wild, still based in reality, but far off, unlikely stuff? I said, well, I want both. So give me the option and I'll take both. So first off, the conservative predictions from artificial intelligence for 2026. And it gave them to me by category. So like the first one is going to be politics and government, and then we'll go into the economy and technology and all that other stuff. So it gave me 3 predictions for each of these areas. So you want to go through them? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. For politics and government, the 2026 midterm election cycle will dominate headlines early.
Okay.
They'll talk about access to abortion. They'll talk about the economy, and they'll talk about immigration. They say those 3 issues will drive turnout through the midterm elections.
Okay. Well, that's not surprising, really.
It's not surprising, but it seems like, okay. Yeah, I'm not going to be surprised by that, and that probably is the case.
Right.
Several states will expand or restrict voting access through new laws or ballot initiatives. That's a prediction. And remember, it's garbage in, garbage out. AI has taken a look at all of its knowledge sources and bringing forward these predictions. Another one, continued legal and political fights will take place over the role of federal agencies, especially education, environmental regulation, and healthcare.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's going to happen as well. I mean, we talk about education, and our very own area Congressman Tim Walberg is the chairperson of the House Education Oversight Committee, and he said one of his priorities for 2026 is to continue to dismantle the Department of Education. That's probably going to, if it hasn't already, bring more legal scrutiny.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. So, okay. So those are the predictions for politics and government. Economy, interest rates will ease modestly.
Okay.
That's the prediction. But borrowing will remain more expensive than pre-2020 levels.
Yeah. Okay.
Pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
Okay. You agree with that?
Yeah.
All right. Another prediction, more companies will quietly roll back fully remote work, settling into hybrid models.
Yes.
Did you hear that sigh of relief from the remote workers just now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Settling
Hybrid
into
models.
hybrid models. I mean, I know a lot of companies, because of the pandemic, we went to fully 100% remote.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the restrictions came off, a lot of companies went back, and many companies went to the hybrid model of, okay, man, you can come in a day a week. Okay, 2 days a week, 3 days a week. All right, we're back full time now. And workers, not happy with it.
No.
But they're going along if they want to keep a job.
Yeah, and it was funny when all that happened, and they were like, "Oh, this is going to change the landscape of working forever."
Yeah,
you're not going to have offices; everybody's going to work from home and all that. And I was like, that's just not going to work.
Yeah.
I mean, because you're not going to create, for a company to survive and thrive, they have to have culture, and the only way you create culture is for people to interact and feel some type of belonging.
Yes.
And so if you're sitting in your boxer shorts, in your
or underwear,
right, in your apartment, never speaking to anybody unless it's on a Zoom call, there's no way. So then the companies that think they're saving money because they don't have branch offices, now we're going to have to spend millions and millions of dollars of doing these big conventions to bring everybody together to try to create culture. And at some point they're going to realize it'd just be better off if we were all back in the branch. And that's pretty much kind of where we've gotten.
I agree with most of that.
Yeah,
I agree with most of that. I think culture. I mean, that's an animal, right?
Right.
And culture is what you allow it to be, and you can also work to change it. But again, remember, culture eats strategy for breakfast every day.
Yes.
And part of that, I have seen these operations where they are 100% remote, and they still have a very vibrant culture. And something that really boosts their culture is when they have in-person off-site gatherings.
Yeah. No, they have to.
So I mean, it can work both ways.
Right.
It's just you have to determine what that culture is going to be, and then keep to that culture and get the buy-in.
Commit to it. Yeah.
Commit to it.
Because if you're going to say, hey, it's going to be kind of old, it's not going to work.
Yeah, because there are organizations, not going to name names here, who say one thing and then do another.
Yeah,
and that just,
I've heard that.
The culture just,
dwindles.
They have those, what do they call them? The methane digesters. Spitting out product. Yeah. Okay. Another economy prediction, worker shortages. Where? In healthcare, in skilled trades, stuff that isn't reliant on AI, and public safety. Those three areas: healthcare, skilled trades, and public safety. And that's going to push higher wages in those sectors. So if you work in one of those sectors, hold out.
That's right.
Hold out for the raise. Okay. That's our opinion.
It's coming.
Let's see. Predictions in technology and AI. AI will become routine in offices. It won't be the flashy new kid on the block.
No.
Yeah.
It already is.
Yeah. It's going to be used for, listen up, scheduling, writing, coding, and customer service. Again, full disclosure, AI helped me write this list. It basically did all the work here.
Yeah.
I just put in the prompt. So, but it knows that you're going to use it for scheduling, writing, coding, and customer service, which, by the way, customer service reps, if you haven't been 100%, this is why we're putting AI in your place.
Right.
At least one major school district will face a backlash over an AI-generated grading or coursework regimen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. AI-generated grading. I would imagine that's probably going to hit a university first because you're paying good money, right? A lot of money through tuition to get a good college education, which is becoming rare. And AI-generated grading over that's probably, I guess that's probably a good prediction, safe prediction. Another technology prediction, privacy concerns will continue to grow as AI voice and video cloning becomes harder to detect. Yesterday, I mentioned that there's a way to figure out the AI photos.
Yeah.
It's basically the shadows and perspective. So if you're an artist, you know the lines of perspective, right? The vanishing points.
Yeah.
If the vanishing points don't look like they're lining up, it's probably an AI modified or generated photo.
Yeah.
So just look at where the shadows are, and if a couple of shadows that should line up don't line up, there's a good chance it's AI.
Yeah, the other thing is like with video and photo editing, Adobe Photoshop and some of these other platforms, you've been able to manipulate lighting and all kinds of things for
a long
decade,
time. Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
Now it's accelerated because you can just ask it to do it rather than knowing how to do it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be,
Yeah, and also if you see a picture of me or Mike, and we sprout wings and we start flying, that's probably AI generated as well.
I don't know. It's going to be 2026.
That's true. Media and entertainment predictions. Local TV and radio stations will continue to consolidate.
Yeah.
Oh no. With more shared newsrooms and fewer unique newscasts.
What?
We already see this though. I mean, I know that there are television stations, even locally, that use a service, or they are a service that provides newscasts not only to the local affiliate, but to affiliates across the country.
Right.
As local news. Here at WSJM, we are local news.
We are it.
Yeah. We live in Berrien County. Let's see, what else do we have? Streaming services, their prices will rise again, and ad-supported tiers will become the norm.
Yeah.
So like Prime already has a bunch of ads when you're not supposed to see them. You can skip through most of them, but that skip button's probably going to get smaller and smaller. One nostalgia-driven reboot or sequel will become a surprise hit again.
That's as general as it gets.
Well, I'm thinking like Magnum PI.
Yeah.
Right? Bring back Tom Selleck in his role in his red Ferrari or whatever.
Except he can't get out of the Ferrari anymore because he needs knee replacement.
Let's see. Okay, quickly, because we got to get to the financial information here from Bloomberg. Climate and weather. The prediction is another year of extreme weather events will bring renewed focus on grid reliability and emergency preparedness. Lakeshore and coastal communities will invest more in erosion protection and flood mitigation.
Yeah.
And insurance costs will rise again in high-risk areas.
Yeah. Wouldn't have saw that coming.
No. Let's see what else. Health and lifestyle. Mental health care will expand via telehealth, but access gaps will remain. More hospitals will deploy Narcan vending machines. Actually, we saw that in the news today, so that's probably where it got that. Wearable health tech becomes more common for tracking sleep, heart health, and stress. I can tell you the whole tracking sleep thing and your heart health and stress, that's built into the watches today. And I know a number of people who have that feature on their watch,
right?
Stephanie included, and they are like adamant about looking at their sleep score every morning. It's like, oh, how'd I do? Trying to get better.
Yeah. No, I think it's a good thing.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's all you got?
That's all I got.
All right. I'm going to ask little Kenny next. He's got a microphone. Okay.
Got to ask him though.
You want to? Let's. We'll talk more about these on the video live stream here in a second. But I'll wrap it up for this segment on sports. The predictions from AI for what's going to happen in sports in 2026. College athletics will see more conference realignment fallout, especially around scheduling and travel costs. When have travel costs come into it?
Right.
Have they?
No, I don't think so.
NIL rules, name, image, likeness rules will be clarified, but still unevenly enforced.
Yeah, they're going to have to clean that up.
Are you familiar with the Madden football stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. My boys came over for, to spend time with family. What'd they do? They brought their PlayStation and they played the Madden video game for football.
Sure.
It has college teams on it with real college players.
Correct.
That's an NIL thing. They're getting money for this stuff.
Sure.
I'm fascinated by it. But that's a lot of money.
Oh.
Anyway, one more thing. Women's sports will continue to gain viewership and media coverage, especially basketball and soccer. I question that because I was asking Mike this morning, where's our WNBA? Right. Are they even playing right now?
Yeah, news coverage of some of that stuff is still pretty
Spotty?
Yeah, spotty.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay. We've got more coming up at 7:34. It's the WSJM Morning Show. Those predictions created by artificial intelligence for 2026. Those were the conservative based in reality predictions.
Okay.
It gave me an option for a little bit crazy, and we'll talk about those on the video live stream now.
What would you call?
Well, come on. I mean, what do you think about these?
Well, I mean, the non-crazy ones were somewhat expected. I don't think there's anything in there that was like, what? Really? I mean,
it's kind of what's already happening.
Right.
And in fact, just wrapping up the conservative predictions from AI, everyday life predictions for 2026, cash will become even rarer, though not gone.
Right.
I got to tell you a story about paying a toll in Maine.
Okay.
QR codes will somehow survive and spread, and people will say they're done with social media, but they'll still check it daily.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And that already happens right now.
I see there's campaigns to like get off of social media. And I'm like, yeah.
Brought to you by the Newspaper Association of America.
But it's posted on social media. So you're like, seriously?
Yeah. Okay. So my story about Maine.
Yeah.
There was a toll road in Maine.
Okay.
And it was kind of the only way to get to Bangor because we were in Portland. We wanted to get to Bangor to visit Stephen King's house, which we did. And we're in the car, and we asked so the first question the rental car agency says is, do you want to prepay for toll stuff? And we're like, absolutely not. I mean, well, first the question was, tolls? Are there any tolls? Well, there's like one toll if you're going to go up here. Oh, well, we're planning to go up there. Do you know how much the toll is? It's like $1. Oh, well, okay. All right. No problem. We said, no, we don't need the toll money here thing. And so we get in the car and we're driving to Bangor and we get to the toll thing. And it said, Easy Pass over here, everyone else over here. And I said, it's like, it's $1. And so I asked Stephanie, hey, do you have $1? And she, no, don't have $1. It's like, okay, well, I don't have $1 either. Nobody has cash anymore. We're not in our car, so there's not a change bucket. We're in a rental car. And so neither of us have an actual cash dollar.
Yeah.
$1 is all the toll was. We didn't have it. So I have credit cards. I have smartphones. I have Apple Pay, all that other stuff. So we get up to the toll window. What do they accept? Cash or check?
Check.
Cash or check. They don't accept credit cards.
What?
They don't accept Apple Pay, nothing.
So what you have to do?
Well, so we pull up to the toll window and I try to hand the person my card, and she says, we don't take cards. I go, well, we don't have cash.
Right.
Can I? And she said, well, we take checks. Stephanie has a checkbook in her purse.
Go, Stephanie.
She has a checkbook in her purse. And so after I
check for $1,
after I was making fun of her for having a checkbook in her, that was before. We wrote a check for $1. And as I'm just needling Stephanie, I said, come on, write it out quick, because our car is piling up behind us.
Right.
She is agitated and rips the check out, and the little corner of it rips where the number is, and I don't know, and so I like, give me that. So I hand the person the 2 pieces of paper. Here's our check, and she kind of looks at it a little bit disgusted, and she's like, "All right, thanks," and go on. Well, okay, so when you go up to Bangor and you have your day, we did. You got to come back, and you have to pay the toll again.
Right.
And we forgot to get cash while we were in Bangor. Nobody has cash anymore.
Well, thankfully she had a checkbook still.
So she had a checkbook, and so I encourage her to write it, and she writes it in advance of the toll booth. So we whiz up to the toll booth lane. Well, it's a different person.
Right.
And the guy, it's like $1, please. And I go, here you go. And I hand him the check for $1. And he like looks at it for a second, and he just sank his head and just like, whatever, thank you. We must be like the only people in Maine who pay by check.
Yeah.
And they both cleared.
This weekend we were doing something, and several of my children were like, we don't even have checks. Like, we don't even have them. And I'm like, it's crazy how that is changing, but it is changing.
I don't have cash. I don't know where my checks are if I have checks.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It's just an electronic society.
It is.
All right, we got to get back. It's the WSJM Morning Show. Oh, I suppose we should do this thing. It's the WSJM morning show, as they just said. 7:39. Good morning. I'm Ken Lundberg. Mike Weibel is here with me. We've got, 7:39 is the time, Wednesday, December 31st. It's New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve to you, 2025. You doing good over there?
Doing great.
What do you have? What are you looking at?
I'm checking on our live stream on YouTube.
Is it okay? Is it there? Is it live?
Looking at the little chats to see what anybody's saying.
Okay.
Teresa's got words. Bill's got things to say. Diane has things to say.
Oh, well, hello, Diane, Bill, Teresa, Stephanie, everybody else.
Yep.
Benton Harbor, 29 degrees, 30 degrees in St. Joe. Dowagiac, it's 28. New Buffalo, 29 degrees. In New Buffalo, the 29 degrees is a little bit deceiving because it feels like 12.
Ooh.
Feels like 12. Not too bad. Not too bad. Chance of snow today, about a 50% chance of snow. And we're going to get highs in the lower to mid 30s. And it's still going to be chilly, though, because of the west to northwest winds blowing at 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting up to 30. Tonight, partly cloudy, a 40% chance of snow, a low of around 15, and gusting winds continuing. And a good possibility that lake effect snow will set up in our area again and give us some more snow starting this afternoon. So if you've got New Year's Eve plans that include driving, know that the roads could be a little bit of a challenge for you this evening.
Yes.
All right.
And be safe.
Yeah, be safe. Have a designated driver, all that other happy stuff.
And probably don't call an Uber because there's probably not one to call.
Yeah, except for that one. Yeah, anyway. All right, 7:41. We've got ABC News.
ABC News, I'm Wayne Cabot. Large parts of Australia now ready to welcome in the new year. They've already been partying in Sydney with fireworks before 2026 arrived. In New York City, with hundreds of thousands of people expected to crush in and around Times Square, retired FBI agent and ABC News contributor Richard Frankel says the NYPD is putting more tech to work.
There is AI that can determine if somebody's acting aggressively, if somebody pulls a weapon. Some of the technology now can zero in on that weapon and determine, is it a knife? Is it a handgun? Is it a long gun?
Ukraine's president now suggesting President Trump should visit his country to help push the peace process along. The flu season only getting worse. The CDC now saying there's been at least 7.5 million flu illnesses so far. We haven't peaked yet. Death toll from the flu across the country topping 3,000 people. This is ABC News.
WSJM News Now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
It's 7:42. Some of the news coming up just after 8 o'clock this morning. The Southwestern Michigan College Board of Trustees has appointed Dr. Clint Pleasant of Rochester Hills as the college's next president. We'll tell you a little bit more about that and about Dr. Pleasant. That's coming up after 8 o'clock. Also, area Congressman Tim Walberg says, looking back on 2025, he says it was an amazing year in Washington.
Yeah,
Washington, as President Trump began his second term and Republicans advanced priorities. So we'll talk about that. Also, the Maud Preston Polinsky Memorial Library in St. Joseph is getting a grant to improve accessibility. So we'll talk about those stories and more. It's all coming up right here on WSJM. It's 7:42.
The mission.
Okay. Let's see. Do you want to do the wild predictions now?
Yes, I do.
We'll do the wild predictions. Doop. Got a lot of stuff going on. Okay. Oh, here we go. All right. Full chaos mode from ChatGPT. It says this is full chaos mode, but still plausible enough to argue about. Here are the wild 2026 predictions helped out by artificial intelligence.
Okay.
As far as politics go, they predict a state will officially run out of money mid-year and start paying vendors late, triggering emergency legislation. What state would that be?
Maybe Illinois?
Yeah, could be. I mean, what about Michigan? We've got divided legislature.
Everybody has divided legislature.
All right. Okay.
But we got cash.
Yeah, but we don't handle it well. One major city will experiment with AI-assisted policing and immediately face lawsuits.
Of course.
A third party or independent candidate will win a high-profile statewide race. Okay, come on.
Yeah.
Not just spoil it, but I mean, we've already seen that happen. Let's see. And Congress will seriously debate raising the voting age or lowering it. Neither will pass, but it will get ugly. Those are the chaotic, wild predictions about politics. What does it say for the economy? A national retailer will collapse overnight, closing hundreds of stores in just weeks. They're thinking like a Sears level shock. What national retailers are left that could do that?
I don't know, and especially that would create a shock.
What about like Target?
Yeah, but Targets, I don't think Targets.
You think they're pretty steady?
Yeah.
I mean, they disappeared from Benton Harbor.
Yeah. Well.
All right. We're still bitter about that.
Yeah.
Hybrid work will quietly become 4 days in office and 1 day remote, and no one will pretend that it's flexible anymore.
Right.
I love that they're pretending
right.
currently. I mean, that's not even a prediction. That's just an assumption or a judgment that it is happening today. A new recession term will emerge, something like micro recession, and pundits like Mike Weibel will argue whether it's real.
It's not. That's just so silly.
Micro recession. Okay, predictions for technology and AI. These are the chaotic predictions.
Okay.
A viral scandal will erupt when a deep fake audio recording influences a local election before being exposed. Huh? Well, that's actually pretty plausible.
I think that's going to happen.
At least one, by the way, speaking of deep fake audio and video and stuff like that, the Jack White, who I really appreciate as a musician, Jack White has been pretty vocal about not appreciating President Trump.
Right.
But it's gone a bit overboard because there are AI videos of Jack White being far more critical than he ever actually has been in public posts. And there was a congressman, I think from Tennessee, who was like berating White for an AI video that wasn't even Jack,
not real,
Jack's words.
Right.
So, I mean, this kind of stuff is already happening. At least one school district will ban all AI tools.
Yeah.
I bet it's a military school. And then reverses the ban within months. Someone will use AI to fake an entire small town newspaper for weeks before anyone notices. We should do that.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
That'd be fun.
Why not just fake an entire small town?
Right.
That'd be kind of fun. Let's see.
We could all send stuff to each other postmarked and it won't get there.
A tech CEO will announce an AI product on stage and then it will completely fail live.
Like that hasn't already happened.
Well, I mean, you think about
Microsoft,
Elon Musk when Amazon. Teresa says, could it be Amazon that fails?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
What if they got like a computer virus?
They would just
got bricked or something like that.
I don't think it's going to be.
I mean, Amazon is so proliferate everywhere else. If anything happens to them, that'd be huge.
It would be, but it just means you'd go back to the post office and get stuff in 11 days.
Media and culture predictions. One traditional TV station will drop daily local news entirely, going digital only.
Maybe.
What does that mean? Drop daily local news entirely. I get that, but going digital only, what does that mean?
Probably just be like a YouTube channel.
Oh, I see. If you want our local news, go over to our YouTube.
Right. Go to WSJMYouTube.com and you'll get a broadcast. But we're not going to take screen time for it.
Yeah, go to WSJM. Huh, that's interesting. Oh, yeah, because heaven forbid if you miss Family Feud.
Right.
Okay.
Well, those things are
or Jeopardy. I like Jeopardy. We're still catching up on Jeopardy this year.
You are? I don't watch Jeopardy.
Well, we record Jeopardy to watch it back later, and Stephanie and I have a contest of who can get the answer correct first. And we're currently in March of 2025. We've got to catch up. Oh, we don't keep score.
Oh,
yeah, but I bet she is. Let's see. Media and culture. Let's see. A podcast host will become a legitimate political power broker. You can see that for Joe Rogan.
Yep.
Joe Rogan 2026. Here we go. Let's see. A reality show contestant gets criminally charged for something that happened on camera. I think that's probably already happened.
Yeah.
Vinyl sales, like records, will peak and then suddenly crash. What do they have against 33 1/3? Come on.
Right.
Let's see. Climate and environment. Those look boring. Climate and environment. The Great Lakes hit historic extremes, record low levels followed by flooding months later. A wildfire will force the evacuation of a major Midwestern city neighborhood, not just rural areas. And weather forecasters introduce a new warning category because existing ones aren't enough. A new weather forecasters do that. They like to invent stuff like every day.
Yeah, especially terms. Like what was it the something something about rain, and it was some type of like.
Well, there was lake effect snow, and we've known about that for a long time. And then I think last year they introduced lake effect rain.
Yeah, but there's like things that they talk about, isn't it? Like some type of like astronomical river.
Oh,
stuff like that.
The atmospheric river.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like,
it's exciting. Okay, 7:49 WSJM Morning Show continues. Back with more in a moment.
Of snow, lows in the mid-teens, winds gusting up to 30 miles per hour. On Thursday, partly cloudy, 30% chance of snow, highs in the low 20s, winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. I'm WSBT 22's weather forecaster Aaron May.
The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
Why can't we do yesterday's content?
We can.
Oh, all right.
But so yesterday.
But that would be so yesterday. Right. 7:50 WSJM Morning Show. I'm Ken Lundberg. Mike Weibel is here with me. We've got Moody on the Market Update. It's brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today. They are your local auto owners insurance agency in St. Joseph and in Niles. And for all the business news articles that we have, the articles about life in Southwest Michigan and why we love it here, and the interesting people you should know, go nowhere else than moodyonthemarket.com. That's where you get that information. And as a special treat, because it's New Year's Eve, we're going to talk about resolutions instead of a Moody on the Market article.
Yeah. Because here's the thing. You might find yourself today thinking,
it's like a Talking Heads song you just started there.
Yeah.
You might find yourself.
Yeah. You might find yourself.
Okay.
In a little house.
Yeah.
So you might find yourself not having resolutions planned. So you're struggling to be like, hey, I don't want to go someplace tonight. And somebody say, oh, what's your resolution?
Yeah.
And I got nothing.
Yeah.
And that just seems very unprepared.
Yeah.
So I found a list of 25 kind of silly New Year's resolutions.
Oh, okay.
But kind of lighthearted.
All right.
Of things that you can say to people, this is one of my resolutions, or all of them for next year.
Oh, very nice. Like, I resolve to have a very funny knock when I knock on your door.
Right. It's going to be my thing.
Okay, go ahead.
So one of them is aim to pet every dog that you see.
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
It could be.
Don't do that.
Well, I mean, it's on the edge.
What's your New Year's resolution, Mike?
To pet every dog that I see. And also to be insured heavily for dog bites.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
The next one is to click a selfie of at least 100 cats.
Okay.
So if you're a cat person, you're like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do this year. Well, make a goal that you're going to find 100 cats to do a selfie with.
I would also accept 100 selfies this year of you and your cat.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other one was treat houseplants as roommates and talk to them daily.
I do that already.
See?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't need to do that.
Okay.
Leave yourself encouraging notes every night to read in the morning after.
Aw, that's very nice.
It is.
Like pick up seltzer water.
Right.
Because I have to do that today.
Don't be a dummy. Download the Smart app.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Light scented candles when nothing special is happening.
Aw.
Just kind of,
just out of the blue.
Pretend like it might be happening.
Yeah.
Choose a mug of the month and commit to it emotionally.
All right. What else?
Let's see.
Any others?
Track your style mood board from previous years. So in other words, how are you feeling this time last year? And are you really improving? Are you digressing?
Okay.
It's a lot, but
yeah. Again, 2026 New Year's resolutions. If you don't have anything else, these are your examples. Any others?
Watch foreign movies without subtitles.
Oh, that would be difficult if you don't speak the language.
Yeah, it would just seem very bougie, though.
Yeah, bougie, very bougie.
What are you watching? A foreign film.
Foreign film. What is it? What's it about? I have no idea. But it's beautifully shot.
Reduce doom scrolling on shopping apps.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I get into this one. If you're on your favorite shopping site, maybe you're looking at shoes, maybe you're looking at outdoor gear, whatever. And you just, I don't like that. I don't like that. That's too expensive, etc. You just keep going and going. Load more results. And it's a time waster. All right, keep going. And
Immediately
frustrating.
mute work groups after stepping out of the office.
Oh, I like that one.
It is. That is really a good one.
Mute your coworkers. I've done that.
Right. DM dream companies with suggestions until they ask you for a resume.
I will do that. I love that one. Hello, Starbucks.
Right.
Got an idea.
Says turn tweets into a book. And you could use AI to do that, actually.
Okay.
It'll write the book for you.
Oh, I like that. That would actually be kind of fun. You could probably use other people's tweets.
Sure.
Okay. All right.
Stop commenting on every post.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, those people that have to comment.
Yeah. So when social media was relatively new, or at least I was relatively new to it, or my mom, I can't remember who started it. When I would post something on, like, say, Facebook or something like that, my mom would make a point of commenting on every single post.
Right.
And it's like, Mom, you're bringing down my vibe here. Stop. And she got offended. And then I blocked her.
My mom went through this little phase where she was responding to text messages at the end, no matter what was, with LOL.
Oh.
And so it was like, okay, this doesn't really fit with the So I finally said to her, so Mom, what does LOL mean? And she says, love you lots.
Oh.
No, that wouldn't be no.
That's cute.
Right. Laugh out loud, which means it's very insensitive when you're telling me to laugh at myself.
Yes, you get a raise. LOL.
Right. LOL. Of course, my mom does say that I shouldn't cut my hair because when my hair is longer, it makes my head not look so big. What my mother told me.
Oh, that's nice of your mom.
I have a therapist too.
Yeah, very much.
Trade nightclub hopping for a coffee bar hopping.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boring. Okay.
So you
last
turn
one.
into a caffeine addict.
Okay. Last one.
Aim to master harmless sarcasm.
Aim to master
harmless sarcasm.
Harmless sarcasm. Okay. Yeah.
Annoy younger siblings less. But that doesn't seem very much fun.
No,
that's not sustainable.
Okay. Now, honestly, the very last one. Do you have any more? Is that it?
That's it. That's
it. Okay. Moody on the Market update brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owner's insurance agency in St. Joseph and the Niles. And thankfully, you will hear none of those on Moody on the Market. We focus there. Not the phony resolutions, but we talk about business news, life in Southwest Michigan and why we love it, and interesting people you should know. Visit moodyonthemarket.com. Back with more in a moment.
Insurance Management Service.
Resolutions. I mean, beyond exercise more, be a better person, and I don't know, take care of the yard better. What are the common resolutions? What do you usually think about when you think about resolutions?
Yeah, time management.
That's
stuff like that. But like I went into ChatGPT talking about resolutions and asked for what are the best resolutions, and it was all the same as what we all say every year: lose weight, eat better, sleep more, be kinder to people, you know, budget more, stuff like that.
Well,
and what do? We drink more, we eat worse, we don't like people that are around us, and we hate to budget.
Teresa says she's addicted to Amazon and Temu. And is Temu the one that every time you try to look at something, if you don't have an account, it gives you like a spinning wheel?
Yeah, well, they're always trying to get you to get into these deals where they're liquidating stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. For Teresa, and I don't have anything to base this on. This is my personal opinion. I don't know that I trust Temu.
Well, you got to take it for what it is. So
What
I've
is it?
ordered stuff from Temu.
Okay.
So it's basically a Chinese company.
Okay.
That's selling you stuff that they'll ship to you, and for whatever, and you're going to get clinkers. You are going to get clinkers.
Okay.
But there are really good stuff like Adirondack chairs that are very expensive.
Yeah.
That are made out of the what do they call that, MDF or whatever. Yeah. So those things are like $400 or $500.
Yeah.
And I've picked up a couple of them for like $40 on Temu.
Whoa.
And they ship them, no shipping. Ship it to your house. You put it together. It's awesome.
Yeah, but do they ship them with the right amount of fasteners?
They do. They do.
Okay,
I mean, they're great.
Okay.
And then you'll order things like, like a duster or whatever. It's like not the proper size, and they just scammed you on it. But if you only paid a penny for it, what difference does it make?
Okay.
So it's fun. It's kind of, but you just have to take it as it's sort of like shopping at eBay and thinking, well, is this going to be high quality? No, it's eBay. You're going to get scammed at some point.
You're going to get scammed. All right, let me take care of this, and then we'll do this. Okay, that was a quick hour. Was that a quick hour?
It was, but we're just so full of life and vibrancy.
All right, we'll be right back.
That it's hard to measure it.
WSJM Morning Show.
This is WSJM FM Benton Harbor, St. Joseph, a product of Midwest Family Marketing and Media. Proudly serving our community. The Morning Show with Ken Lundberg on WSJM.
7:59, just before 8 o'clock. We've got the latest world and national news coming up. We also have our local news. We've got Here and Now, usually a Thursday podcast. It's going to be on Wednesday. We'll have Julie Dunsing and her guest come in just a couple of moments here on the WSJM Morning Show. It's 8 o'clock.
From ABC News, I'm Wayne Cabot. It's the one thing that unites the world, time. And the clock just now striking midnight in Australia, the fourth time zone to welcome in 2026. In Sydney, reeling from the Bondi Beach massacre.